college track and field is so competitive that it's basically professional level. That is why the best teams take recruiting incredibly seriously. And apparently, you don't even have to scout high school meets anymore to find the best talent. You can just watch the Olympic trials, and they will show up. It's likely why Christian Miller skipped his high school state championship in the 100-meter dash, because he was getting ready to run at the Olympic trials in that same event, and went on to make the final. He's now headed to run for Georgia, but Quincy Wilson also showed up. And in case you've been hiding under a rock somewhere, you know just how good he is in the 400-meter dash, which is why that high school boy is now the youngest American man to qualify for the Olympic track and field team. But neither of them are in the recruiting class for 2025, because that is whom college coaches are focused on right about now. And the top programs in D1 only want to recruit the best of the best, but they cannot do that if they can't first figure out who's real and who's not. Which is why I created recruit rankings for the top track and field athletes across the entire nation in every event. And I do it the same way 247 does it in sports like football and basketball, because they can tell you right now who is really the best player in either sport in that recruiting class. If you really want to know, simply put, you can always figure out who is really the best, regardless of position or event, if you ask the right questions. Now, I could tell you how I do it. There's professional judgment and a whole bunch of math involved, but I'm sure you really don't care about that, so I won't bore you. And I've already dropped the end of season national list that re-ranks the class of 2024 on both the boys and the girls' sides. But when it comes to junior year rankings, they do tell us a whole lot about who is ready to compete at the next level right now. But remember, there is still one more year of high school left to go. So let me be very clear. I know that somebody is likely going to get left off my national list, who probably deserves to be on it, at least for right now. But until you actually drop that huge PR, or break a high school national record, the ranking that you get is based off of what you've done, not what you are about to do. So here is a breakdown of the top 10 boys recruits for the class of 2025 at the end of the high school season. They're not the only 5 stars on my national list, but with everything we have to go off of, they are clearly the best heading into their senior year. If you click the link in the description, you can view the full ranking list for the top recruits in the entire nation, because hey, you or someone you know just might be on it. This list is a re-ranking from one that came out before the high school track season for 2024 even started. There's a re-ranked list for the 2025 girls coming out soon, and a brand new list for the class of 2026 and 2027 on both the boys and girls sides. And even if you're not on the list yet, and you want to go D1, and you think you deserve a chance to be ranked on my national list, complete with a 5-star ranking to match, then you can send me your information on my website. I must admit, there's no guarantee that you'll get on, but it does give me a chance to consider you. And if you disagree with me about any of the rankings, that's fine, because rankings don't mean anything after the gun goes off. But if you're new here, I want to say thank you for even making it this far into the video. And I'm Coach Rob, the founder of SCArecruiting.com, where I rank the best high school track and field recruits in the entire nation. And if anything that I say actually connects with you, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe. But if I don't, just let me know in the comment section, because I try to read them all. Ranked number 10 in the nation is Tyler Burgess, who is a combo hurdler out of the state of Pennsylvania. He was only a 3-star heading into the season, but finished top 3 in his class in both the long and short hurdles. So yes, he is now the real deal. Ranked number 9 is perhaps the best short sprinter in the class, a young man who held onto his spot inside the top 10, Maurice Gleaton Jr. out of Georgia. He won the 100 and the 200 at the Nike Outdoor National Meet, which is not a fluke, because he is still the fastest wind legal sprinter in the 100-meter dash for his class. But the number 8 spot goes to Josiah Tostenson, who is a distance runner out of Oregon. He was a 5-star before the high school season started, and validated it by leading the class in the 3200. So I am sure the Oregon Ducks are taking notice. The number 7 spot Keep the distance theme going with Corbin Coombs out of New Mexico. He is a newly minted 5-star who could stay home and compete for the New Mexico Lobos. But I'm also sure that all the Power Conference programs are doing everything in their power to prevent it. The number 6 spot goes to the first athlete inside the top 10 to be nationally ranked in 3 separate events. Luke Stradley out of Georgia is the best jumper in the class, and he proved it by going top 5 in both the long jump and the triple jump, and then dropping a bomb in the high jump, going 7 feet at his state meet, which makes him the best high jumper in the class technically. So after all that, I'm pretty sure the Georgia Bulldogs have gotten to him by now. The number 5 recruit in the nation stands out because McKay Madsen of California is not just a thrower, he also plays football. But that didn't stop him from putting out the best discus throw in the class, and he still went number 2 in the shot put. As far as football is concerned, it does seem that BYU, UCLA, and Washington are battling it out for his services. But if I were the track coach at any of those programs, I'd be talking to the football coach right now. And at this moment, I do feel the need to point out that all the boys inside the top 4 entered this season already inside the top 5, but the order has entirely changed. The number 4 recruit in the nation actually climbed up a spot. It's Kai Evans out of Florida, who is a hurdler and a sprinter. He's actually the best 400 hurdler, and it's really not close, but he can still run the 110s as well as sprint in the 200. So I'm pretty sure the Florida Gators have already figured out who he is. Yet Benjamin Shue out of New Jersey is the number 3 ranked recruit and has a pretty good claim to being the best thrower in the class. He's the best shot putter by a pretty wide margin, and now a Texas Longhorns commit, with another high school season to show what he's truly capable of. Yet the number 2 spot had to go to Sidi Njie out of Georgia, because as far as the 400 and the 200 are concerned, they don't get much better than him in this class. And he proved it by running the fastest 400 for the class and winning the USA Junior meet for athletes under 20 years old, while still going top 5 in the 200 meter dash. So if you are a college coach and you are recruiting for the sprints, you probably need to start with him and then start working your way down the board. Yet the number 1 recruit in the nation is a distance runner, Owen Powell out of Washington. Not only did he come into the year ranked inside the top 5, but he finished the season ranked number 1 on the leaderboards in multiple events, in addition to breaking the high school national record indoors in the 1000. That level of dominance is unmatched by anybody else in his class. So that is why he is the number 1 recruit right now. Division I track and field is highly competitive. That's why getting recruited to compete in it is so hard to do. The boys on this list are the best right now. But remember, rankings don't mean anything after the gun goes off. And with 1 season of high school left to go, they will now have a target on their back in every major meet that they enter, because everybody else on my national list ranked below them now knows exactly who they need to beat in order to climb their way up. Which is fine, because all of these boys clearly have all the talent to hold you off. Remember to check the full ranking list on my website, scarecruiting.com, because you or someone you know just might be on it. And you can send me your information if you think you deserve to get ranked as a high school or junior college level recruit. But if you think you need help getting recruited for Division I track and field, you are probably right. So if you use the promo code YouTube in all capital letters, you can get a serious discount when you work with me online to help you get college offers. And if nothing else, and you just really want to see more content like this, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe.